Hey, it's iCkEdMeL. Welcome to another late night. And if you watched the previous video that I did with regards to RAM, I bought Corsair RAM sticks. And the mistake I made is I bought two 8GB sticks, and then I bought another two 8GB sticks at a separate time. A friend of mine, Pizzle's Tech Time, recommends that you get RAM all together at the same time. So I was having all kinds of issues. At first, I thought everything was great. Then I started getting all kinds of forced closes. Video editing was forced closing. Live streaming, I was having all kinds of blue screens of death. And it turns out to be like two of the other sticks were bad. So I decided to get the Trident Z, which is what my friend recommended, in the meantime while I resolve the other stuff, because I don't have time to just hours and hours and hours of running a mem test. And let me just say that the Trident Z is really nice. I was pretty impressed. The benefit is that, well, I have a Ryzen 5 2600, and the limit's supposed to be for RAM speed, the clock speed, 2933. And with the Corsair, I could only get it to 3000. With the Trident, it actually runs at 3200 frequency at XMP. So I thought that was nice. The only thing is if you're using DRAM calculator to overclock, that didn't work. I was getting blue screen, so I couldn't get that, but I did get a higher frequency versus the Corsair, which was nice. I also noticed very stable compared to the Corsair. No issues, not one blue screen, not one force close. Everything is just super smooth. The timings for the Corsair, the C15, is supposed to be better, but there's just so many people on Amazon that have had issues, defective products, or just generally unstable. Another thing that I learned on my little exploration, I'm not an expert, but I mean, I like technology, and apparently it's better to have just the 2 sticks of RAM versus 4 sticks if your motherboard doesn't support quad channel memory. A lot of them, from my knowledge, at least mine, has dual channel. So if you're doing double dual channel, supposedly it can actually kind of make it slower and worsen the signal. I mean, I don't know. I could tell you with Corsair and the 4 sticks, I was thinking that it was going to be a better experience, and it was pretty horrible. Switching to 2 sticks and maxing out with 16 and 16 with the Trident, super stable. Now, as far as the timings, once you enable XMP, I did make a few modifications. So once you enable XMP, it can go 16, 18, 18, 38, and 1.35 volts. The modifications I made for timing was 15, 17, 18, 17, 36. The first number, 15, is a very sensitive number, and you can just fluctuate and test out what works for you. As far as performance, I've actually had higher benchmarks than this, but just to show you the RAM speed, so this is what helps out with the timings. If you put tighter timings, you'll get faster speeds. And this, for me, with the Corsair, I was almost pulling 40 gigs, a little bit under, sometimes 39. I wasn't getting this high of a score, but it was unstable. With this one, it's more stable. The latency is about the same, if not maybe a little bit lower, but what really matters is the data, the speed, and the frequency, 3200. And if you want to just kind of compare to some other people that are benchmarking with the same RAM, you can look here and you can see that some of these people probably haven't maybe optimized their RAM. They're getting really low read speeds, 24, 26. So making those little modifications, and I don't have a nice fancy cooling system or anything, just a decent computer. A couple of those modifications will get your speeds going pretty fast. Thanks for watching and joining on the late night tech evergreen content. You can find the links to the products in the video description. Peace.